Hello, Mrs. Bauman's class, and whoever else might be watching. This is Mr. Lukanen. Now, I was planning on coming into your class during the month of March and doing an art docent lesson, but then all this happened and I can't do that. Also, we can't do it over the internet because you guys won't have the supplies for the lesson, like the oil pastels or the watercolors or anything like that. And otherwise, it'd just be me talking about the paintings, and that's the boring part. But then I remembered that we had these little pieces of paper that I had you write down something you might like to see me show you how to draw if we had any extra time at the end of the lesson. Now, we haven't gone through very many of these because either I've forgotten or we ran out of time or we've been having so much fun doing the regular lesson that we didn't get to them. But now the time is available to us, so if you like, you can watch these videos and I'll go over one of these slips of paper and show you how to draw these things that you suggested. So the first thing that I drew out of the bag was an evoker. An evoker is a Minecraft creature, and Minecraft creatures are nice because they're all straight lines, they're all made out of blocks, and it gives us a good chance to practice drawing three-dimensional shapes. And so to start off our evoker, our little villager creature, we're going to draw a nice long set of parallel lines, so they go the same direction. And I made one a bit higher than the other. And I'm going to make a parallelogram out of this. So quadrilateral, four sides, two sets of parallel lines. I'm just going to link these parallel lines together like that. Now, when you're drawing, use pencil and go very lightly because I'm going to draw lines that we're eventually going to erase. And so if you mess up a little bit, it also means that you can just draw over it and you can eventually erase them and it'll look fine. So for right now, here's the front side of our evoker. And then we're going to draw, see how this line is like this? We're going to draw the exact same thing on the other side. We're going to mirror this shape. So we have a diagonal line going like that, and so we're going to draw the same kind of diagonal line going off the other direction. Same thing down here. This line is like this line is like this. And we're going to draw a long line straight down to finish up the side of our evoker. And then, see how we got this line going like this? We're going to draw the same line, so a parallel line, up here. So this top corner, just like that. I'm going to draw like that. And then we're going to draw a parallel line like this. I'm going to link it up like that. And now we have a nice rectangular prism to make the basis of our evoker. And so the evoker has this little collar thing. So about 2/3 of the way up, so 1/3, 2/3. Let's just draw a line parallel to this one like this, and that's going to be his shirt collar. So this top part is going to be his head, and this bottom part is going to be his body. Let's draw another line kind of up like that. And so now let's set up his arms. So in the middle of this bottom set of parallel lines right here, I'm going to draw a diagonal line going from there to that center line like that. And then from that point there, I'm going to draw a line parallel to these two lines. So it's just going to go across like that. This is going to be his weird folded arms that these things have got. And so from that little shoulder point, we're going to do a line straight out. It's going to about touch this back line right here. And then we're going to draw a line coming out like that. So there, we've got the arm coming out. And then we're going to make a little elbow point. And we're going to have his arm go all the way across this first line right here, out about right here. And then we're going to bend it back the other way. We're going to follow this line again. We're going to make that parallel, and we're going to make it like that. And then we can just go and erase these lines here, and you can see we're starting to make his arms. And so from there, we're going to pull out two lines like that. All right? And we're just going to make a little box shape like that. And then go in the same direction, we're going to finish off that arm like that. And then he's got his little shirt sleeves stuck together right in there. And they make a little bit of a step pattern. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Make like little steps or like a square lightning bolt kind of thing. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. And then we're going to do much the same thing. So let's take this point right here. Let's lightly make a parallel line going that direction. And then we're going to make finish off his shirt collar. Let me just quickly check my notes. Yeah, that's about right. So then we're going to do another stair step. So 1, 2, 3, down, over, following this parallel line, and then down. Let's do the same thing again. Well, hold on. So then we're just going to fill that in like that. So that's his his shirt collar. Same thing over here. So we're going to go out a little bit. I'm going to go down, over, and down. And then we're going to do like that. And that is the top of his shirt. And then the two sides of this little cloak thing meet. And so we're just going to run a line straight down like this. And straight down like this. Clean that up a little bit. So let's go on to his face. So about halfway from this point to this point, about in the middle of that, let's make a little line, or a little dot. And about halfway between this point and this point, let's make a little dot, and let's just join those. There'll just be a guideline, because his face is cut into about half, and half of that is nose. So right in the middle, just take a little section about like that. So this is about 1/3, this is about 1/3, this is about 1/3. So we're going to look at the middle third. And let's just draw a line straight down from that to about that point where we made his shirt collar. And then let's make two parallel lines, and they're going to follow this set of parallel lines. We're just going to come out like this, and we're going to come out like this. And so that's the side of his nose. And then we just join them together like that. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over here. We're going to do a parallel line like that, and we're going to join it like that going along this set of parallel lines. And then we're just going to drop it straight down like that. And then we're going to follow that parallel line again. And there's his big evoker nose. I'm just going to erase that little line there, that little line there. And that should be good. Now he's got pretty big eyebrows. So again, let's draw a little line just lightly following this line up at the top of his head. And we're just going to do a little stair step. So 1, 2, and down. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going to come 1, 2, 3 like that. So we're making like a little lightning bolt. So again, we're going to come out a little bit like this. We're going to 1, 2, 3 like that. And then over like that. And we're just going to fill in those black. And then just two little squares for his eyes. So right there, underneath there, right there, underneath there. I'm going to just go ahead and erase that line in the middle. And the last thing we have to do is his feet. So his feet are set in under this main rectangular prism. So we're just going to start about in the middle, maybe a little bit more towards the back of this line right here. And we're just going to come straight down about like that. Same thing right here. We're going to start about halfway between that point and this point. And we're just going to come straight down like that. And we're going to make this one go a little bit further because we're going to join them up with a line that follows this line right here. And then about maybe just a little bit over from this line right here. Actually, more like right straight down from this main line. We're just going to have a line come down about the same length as all these lines. And then we're going to link that up with a line that follows this line like there. Now, if you want, you can go and color in some of this. His cloak thing is black. I like my lines to kind of follow the direction of these blocks, so just follow them like there, make that nice and black like there. Make the front like that, like that. And of course, if you're using pencil or whatever you've got, you can make this a lot nicer than I have it because I'm using these dry erase markers. And so there, we have a big evoker right there. Got a bit of a glare on the screen, but so I'm just going to cover that up a little bit. But anyway, that should work. Let me know if that worked out. I'm sure it looks beautiful, beautiful Minecraft creature, and I will see you on the next one.